Namaste.
Namaste.
It seems that a lot of energy is needed to stay in a self-inquiry state. Is that so? And it's just in the beginning? That's my question.
Just in the beginning, because it seems we're unfamiliar with this kind of introspection. Because there is already a seed in the mind that tells you that you are separate. That there's something to find, and it's you have to go through some technique, some strategy, some practice. You have to do something, and then if you're lucky, you might get there, like a lottery. If you work hard, you might get there. Some people are very near, some are a long way off. These ideas are somehow deep in the human psyche. So first, these ideas have to be removed. The self doesn't have to come close, because it is infinite. How can the infinite move? You see? But even though we hear this, somehow we feel it's not my experience. Something says it's not my experience, because everything in my experience is moving. You're speaking about something unmoving, but everything that I can taste is moving. The most beautiful taste is moving. There's nothing that can follow me in every state. It comes, it plays, goes away. So what you're speaking about, this supreme stillness, which is infinite, this is not my experience. This is what people say. So how can I get this experience? So everything is in this. The earliest mistake is made. Who do you take yourself to be? Mostly we are living in an idea of ourself that is constructed through our society, family, so many factors. Most of them are untraceable, how they came to contribute to your sense of self. But whatever that sense of self is, it always feels some distance from this. So then came the concept of practice. You have to practice to get there, because you're not there. You have to practice. So many things, human concepts. In one time in a play in Japan also, I used this example before, it was common thinking amongst that nation that as a woman you could not be enlightened. Tough luck, sorry. Next life maybe. So, and people believed it, lived by this. So much false things we pick up. Sometimes very intelligent people, but very stupid thinking. Nevertheless. So, of course, it feels as though that which we speak about, even though you read, you are one with that. Some part of our intellect appreciates this. Oh good, I feel something from this. Because even this is good news, even if it's only mental. It still does something. But it seems not enough, because an earlier belief is sitting in the chair, and it's saying, near but not enough, close but not yet there, this thing, you see. And so in the beginning, when this inquiry first come, it feels a struggle, because we are so used to asking objective questions. How do you get to this place? So and so and so. How do you find this thing? So and so. You can have objective answers, objective questions. But this, to whom do answers and questions come? Who am I? Who dwells here? Who is here? Something feels, this is enough. I can't cope. It's too much for me. Who speaks this thing? Something says, I. Like a reflex, the answer comes, it's me. I am the one. And this feeling feels so intimate that it's not questioned. It's this is me. You can put it on the passport, you can put it for your job, and nobody questions, no doubt about it. But something is not satisfied. And out of the lack of satisfaction with these identities, something is not accepting it, then you come here to find out there's more. I cannot find it in the restaurants. We cannot find it in even the temples. I cannot find this. Something seems missing. So some question must have arisen, maybe not consciously, maybe you don't even know why you're here. Maybe you miss your bus, you find yourself here. But something is working at it to show, is it possible to know these things? Beyond my conditioning, who am I? Am I merely an aggregate of my conditioned state, education? Is this what I am? You see? Then it is shown to you, but education you are aware of. The senses you are aware of, something is watching the senses. If the left hearing is not good, the right is better, something can say, yeah, the left hearing is about 60%, right hearing is about 90%. What watches hearing? It's not hearing. Or any senses that is aware of time. Time doesn't know itself. Time is merely concept. Something knows time. Also intellect. You're able to say, my intellectual capacity or abilities was much sharper before. Now it's a bit weak. What watches this? Intellect. Memory. Memory is fading. My memory is fading. What knows fading memory? Whatever you can point to, there is an earlier knowingness that says, not this. Yeah. Something observes this. So finally, when you can put all that is capable of being observed together, the one who observes this is what? Is it separate from that which it is looking at? The observer is comprised of what? Then the question may come, can the observer be observed? The observer is observing everything else, but can this observer be observed? This is inquiry, see. It's not asking you, inquiry is different. It's not asking you to believe even. It's not even asking you to trust. It's putting in front of you a mirror, ask you to look. Inquiry suited many people in the West because we are more mental, philosophical. And it's direct. It is direct, you see. So anyone can take to the inquiry, but not everyone will take to it. Some come to another path of devotion. This is equally powerful path. Every type can come. So in the beginning it's a little, because you're not accustomed to asking these questions. You're not accustomed to putting your identity under the spotlight. You're the one questioning everything else, but yourself you don't question. So with these questions, at first the mind is lazy. Some people, the first time they ask inquiry, they fall asleep. It's like the mind doesn't want to participate. Gradually, some force is opening up inside this inquiry, and it's becoming more and more spontaneous. At a certain point, it is seen that nobody is making the inquiry even. Initially, it's felt, who is even inquiring? The question, who is even inquiring? And why? Who is even inquiring? So each of these questions, not bullet answers, you see. You must stop and sink your attention in, keep quiet. Sometimes in asking a question like this, a lot of noise come. A lot of noise come up. Then we are inclined to abandon, say, oh no, it's not for me, sorry, it's too noisy, this path is too noisy. In the beginning, too noisy, again, it's too much, can't sleep. Who watches sleep and lack of sleep? For whom is the noise? On whom is it impacting? Find out. And no answer from the mind is going to be sufficient. If an answer comes from the mind, it is immediately seen, oh, that's just another idea. It's not real. What sees this question? What sees this answer, you see? Don't give up. Slowly, gradually, the power of the inquiry is opening up majestically. And so unsparing is its look that nothing can escape. then you will come to know whatever you are perceiving, you see, it is transient, you see, comes and goes. Find out what weakness is this. Can the weakness be witnessed? Simple question.